credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Please proceed inside. Administering shock. Stand clear.
Upper beach reference frame confirmed. UB coordinates are L 47.37, B plus 6.32.
Hartman?
You're looking well, Sam. Thank you for coming. Oh. It's been a while.
Ticker still holding up?
Thanks to this support unit, I can flatline anytime, anywhere, without worry. No need for beds and the like either. I can sleep standing up. Not bad, eh?
Still looking for him, huh?
I am. They're a large part of the reason I came to this place.
You okay?
I've been rather unkind to my heart. You might say I'm on the verge of heartbreak. Still, it's a small price to pay for mapping the beach. And now that my work here is complete, I can accompany you all on your journey. Oh, we undertook the beach mapping program to help determine the most efficient strategy for linking up Australia. While near death, I traversed the beach and provided location data to APAS, which it used to build a database. Oh, APAS was my partner in this, you see. I also collected water samples from the various beaches I visited, which I duly deposited in the form of my own tears. Apparently, the water somehow circulates between them and the world of the living. The samples were required to study the phenomenon.
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. I didn't think this was your field.
Oh, it isn't. Far from it. I collected the samples for the benefit of a collaborator. In the process, I placed a greater strain on my heart. But it's nothing to worry about. Like it or not, they all wear out, sooner or later.
You sure you're okay? All good in there? Is that all you're gonna take?
Yes. Everything I need is already stowed on the DHV Magellan. This here is my insurance. Well then, shall we go to the DHV Magellan?
Take care of yourself, Sam.
Feels good.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Ah, Sam. You're the last to arrive. But now we're all here. Let's get to it. Recently, I received a number of strange mails that were apparently sent to me by none other than myself. And Fragile has been receiving similar communications too. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I got a few about Lou's records.
It goes without saying, I did not, in fact, send them. It's all very distressing and gave me palpitations. An especially concerning mail reached me not long ago. Attached were some highly sensitive UCA documents on BBs and chiral communications technology, including classified records of the BBs who were sacrificed to build the foundation of the chiral network. These extraordinary children were the catalyst required for the network to route data through the beach. They served as a bridge between the beach and our world, hence the Bridge Baby moniker. They were originally intended for the sole purpose of sustaining the chiral network. I'd like to discuss the implications of these records in my possession, but before that, I can tell you how Bridge Babies were developed in more detail, if you wish. R&D commenced shortly after the Death Stranding was first observed. The inciting incident having occurred during the performance of a cesarean section to save the child of a brain-dead mother. But perhaps the rest should be explained by someone who remembers the period. If you're willing to indulge me.
I can't speak with any authority, but if you insist. When the obstetrician touched the fetus during the procedure, it's said they glimpsed the beach. Subsequent research revealed that the unborn children and still mothers possessed a special connection to the place. While communications utilizing the beach had been theorized, the framework was incomplete. These children proved to be the missing link. Afterwards, development of the chiral network began in earnest, or so I'm told.
Wait, I have a question.
By all means.
What about when I was putting Mexico on the grid? Or my work in Australia? Have I been condemning kids this whole time?
Worry not, Sam. The new Cupid model does not require a human catalyst. You can be assured of that.
Bridget was president when this all began, and she wouldn't permit women to be deliberately rendered brain-dead in order to produce BBs. But the Bridges researchers were not deterred, and they pressed on with their plan in spite of the president's misgivings. To secure test subjects, it seems Bridges smuggled pregnant women into the country from Mexico, among other places. Consequently, they were able to produce the BBs needed to make the chiral network a reality. And 4 years ago, the first Bridges expedition embarked on their journey. This is what I received from the sacrificial BBs. Including backups, a total of 10 units were prepped for integration, but only 9 were used to lay the foundations of the North American network. I attempted to ascertain the whereabouts of the 10th, to no avail. But as drawbridge, we should have a higher security clearance than me personally. Just to be prudent, would you mind running a search? As Deadman determined, there was another BB-28 that existed before Lou, which was decommissioned. Fragile later discovered that, 4 years ago, Lou was assigned BB-28 serial number, and for reasons unknown, placed into storage. Now, the first expedition also set off 4 years ago, and they could surely have made use of another functional BB unit, yet again, for reasons unknown, Lou remained in storage. So did they have other plans for Lou? Was Lou deemed unsuitable for sacrifice? Or was Lou excluded from the mission for some other reason?
Like what?
Cardiac arrest imminent. 30 seconds remaining.
Not finding anything here. All the official records claim BB-28 was decommissioned. That's it. There's also nothing to suggest a connection between the missing BB and Lou.
Still, we know for a fact that they played a part in the first BB experiments. So we have to ask the question, did Lou play one too?
3, 2, 1.
I hope I didn't wake us up. I had some news that I wished to share. A schematic for a marvelous device has been added to the Level 2 portable chiral constructor. It's called a transponder. Once you've built 2 or more in separate locations, you'll be able to travel between them instantaneously by way of the beach. The forensic mapping of which made this breakthrough possible. Safe houses and large facilities such as distribution centers have already been outfitted with transponders. You should make the most of them.
Sam, this is Charlie. We have another assignment for you to attend to. Head to Hartman's lab and access the delivery terminal to pick up this main order.
You slept well, yes? Then you'll only need a short break before we can get to work. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say? Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle. What a stylish pair of glasses. I'm sure they'll suit you, Sam. Hartman's condition is cause for concern. There's no sugarcoating the tremendous strain he's putting on his body. His is undeniably one of the hardest 21-minute syndromes to live with. The regular disruption to his circulatory system and the flow of blood is damaging all of his organs. And let's not forget that the heart itself has a great many pain receptors. A part of me wishes I could swap places with him. Not that my body could ever serve as a suitable substitute for his. Apropos of nothing, I was surprised by how effectively Tamara was able to fight those mechs. The way she took advantage of the tar and used her unique abilities against them, it demonstrated impressive improvisational skills. But her capacity to rapidly accelerate the age of any material or enemy she comes into contact with. Oh, I can't help but be a little jealous. But there are other ways I can contribute to your work, and I hope to continue doing so. Come to think of it, the armed survivalists don't seem concerned in the least about causing people's deaths. It's unconscionable, terrifying too. Man, the thought alone's enough to make me feel sick. Sam, none of us can go through catastrophic trauma without being forever scarred by the experience. Trying to reclaim a sense of normalcy through routine can help the heart to heal. Your deliveries are making a big difference, Sam. For others and for yourself.
What kind of cargo?
I have to smuggle them in.
Now, who was that?
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Sam, the next major site to be linked to the Cairo network is in the eastern reaches of the continent, East Fort Knot. Our original plan would have had us route a connection through North Fort Knot, allowing for a simple and direct trip. Unfortunately, that city was completely obliterated by a void out. As a result, we have had to devise a new approach, utilizing a series of connections between preppers in the region. Easier said than done, of course. Some of these preppers are currently refusing to join the network. But according to APAS's latest simulations, enlisting the cooperation of the pizza chef should enable us to win over these holdouts. Your first objective is therefore to bring the pizza chef online. And it just so happens that the cargo he's requested is being stored at this very facility. It's been designated a chilled delivery due to its sensitivity to heat, so you should transport it at night or in the rain. Or perhaps take advantage of a pickup off-roader's covered cargo shelf, which should ensure it doesn't get exposed to direct sunlight. Undertake the main order on this delivery terminal when you're ready.
This cargo has been designated for jailed delivery.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, I don't recognize that device over there. Proceed with caution.
That's the way.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
That's the place, huh?
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage...
Welcome and thank you for coming. I'll inspect your cargo. Excellent work. This cargo is in perfect condition. I knew you would arrive soon. Please, connect me to this network of yours.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you. This technology is remarkable. I expect I'll receive plenty of new business. And speak of the devil, a new order just came in now. I look forward to seeing you again soon, Sam.
Excellent work, Sam. You made a big difference today. According to APAS's analysis, pizza-hungry individuals in the area could prove instrumental in the further expansion of the chiral network. Anyway, let's press on to the next site awaiting you and your Cupid, shall we? It bears mentioning that the denizen located there has a reputation as a very cautious individual. Go ahead and pick up your new
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route 5. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Good evening, Sam. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised.
Wait, oh. Thanks for the extra cargo, John. I'd like you to connect my shelter to the chiral network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I'm really online. Incredible. Oh, these bridges can be crossed more quickly than standard ones. They're a little something I whipped up as a thank you. You know, actually, I'm the one who built this restaurant's oven. Glad to see it's not easy being an architect. Well, once you've constructed the foundation, it generates a chirogram that functions. They're useful when there's limited space to build, or when you need to traverse a gap with a different. I also added some modifications that allow you to crop. But since high concentrations of chiralium destabilize chirograms, chiral bridges won't function when it's raining or snowing. It's a safety restriction. Implement. Even so, these bridges. It's not. Pay me a.
Okay.
Commencing route. Delivery route finalized. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Nice.
Construction process now complete.
That one.
Hi, Lugar. How's it going? How's your game going? I see. You having fun with it? Yeah. Oh, goodness. No, just playing some shit. Happy to be home. I wasn't home much this week. Nope. Last 3 days, I spent most of my time at the hospital. Fucking kidney stones. Yeah, it wasn't like, no, wasn't that. Most of my, it was mostly waiting in the fucking waiting room at the ER. Yeah, no, trust me, I know. You know, I went in, mm, I went in Monday night at about 10 o'clock, and I waited for 7 hours to get a room. Yep, all in pain. Then they got me a room, and I was back there for about 20 minutes, and by that point, it was the kidney stone had moved from down to my bladder, and so I was pretty much through the pain part, just had to pee it out, right? And so I was back in the room for about 20 minutes, and they're like, "Hey, you're on the last leg of it. You'll pass it. We need this room for an ambulance coming in." So I got kicked out. It's like, well, that was worth the 7 hour wait. Okay, so the next day, uh, about I got home about 6 o'clock that morning, and then the next day, um, it was, let's see here, it would have been about 11 o'clock. No, sorry, 1 o'clock the next morning. So on Wednesday morning, 1 o'clock, and another one. And this one, the first one I drove myself there, and then this one I couldn't take the pain anymore, so I called an ambulance. Had the ambulance take me, and I waited for 8 hours in the after being taken by an ambulance. Uh-huh. And the reasoning for having to wait so long in the waiting room was we're not taking people back by what time they got here. We're taking people back by the severity of their pain and what happened to them. So apparently mine was not severe enough. Yeah. So by ambulance and what time you got there does not matter. It's what kind of pain are you in? Yeah. So 8 hours, and it was a little over 8 hours before I got a room. And then by the time I got a room, they're like, well, you were just here last night, or you were just here the day before. So, they decided to hold me overnight. So I got a room and got held overnight. And then I got to go home, at, about a little after 1 o'clock the next day. And then there was nothing they could do for me for the fact that, I had already passed the kidney stones. So the only thing they could do for me was send me home, and if I get another one, hopefully catch the kidney stone. Yep. Yep. That's, yeah. Wait in the ER however long it would take. Yep. So that's where I'm at. I'm back. After all that, I'm back at square one on trying to get something solved for this. So I'm at the point of hoping that it never happens again. And if it does, then we'll just see how long I have to wait, and hopefully maybe catch one. But they never. This is the first they gave me a little strainer cup to pee into. Because there are 4 types of kidney stones, and I guess calcium's the most. Calcium buildup is the most common one, and then I think salt is after that, and then I'd have to look at. I don't know what the other 2 are. Anyways, so before they could give me a medication that would possibly start breaking those up in my kidneys to where it wouldn't be a full stone going through, they have to know which one it is. They can't just give me a medication. And I'm like, I don't see why you couldn't just give me a medication. I mean, I can't imagine it's gonna hurt that much, if it doesn't. I don't see how it's not going to, or why it wouldn't. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it's not that one. I don't see why it couldn't do that. But apparently they can't just give you one and hope that it's the right one that they're giving you. They have to know for sure. So, yeah. So I'm back at hoping I can I guess catch one if it comes around again. Yeah, good times. Yeah, it was a fucking fun week. So much fun. Oh, sorry, that's not counting the one I had last week too. Then, yeah, I had one last Tuesday, and I had and I'm not convinced that I didn't pass more than one during these situations too, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't just one that I passed. So, yeah, at least one last week, and then two different days of it this week, and I'm pretty sure there was multiples each time. Yeah, good times. Oh, so much fun.
Feels good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So much fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching people walk through the door, not getting brought in by an ambulance, who looked like they were in a lot less pain than I was, and then getting taken back within an hour or two of getting there. Yeah, these weren't mental people. Well, it kind of looked like it, but I don't think they were. Yeah, yeah, good times. Really enjoyed this week.